Saya main game. Kalau nak kerja atau kalau game lah. Aku ada buat hack tu. Hack. Ya. Saya nak main game ni.
One eternity later.
Aduh, penat. Banyak sangat tu. Aku pun dah rasa dah tertukar. Habis kan buat itu aku tak kira dia. Kau rasa saya senang tak? Aku tak buat pasti sebenarnya. Aku tahu susu-susu macam ni. Oh, korang sebenarnya baru belajar. So, korang nak release stress main game ni sebenarnya. So, game ni, korang dah susun nombor 4 jadi nombor dengan syarat nombor tu kena beri 5,000. Tapi masalahnya sekarang, dia punya variety tu banyak sangat. So, kita orang pun macam kena nak kena banyak. So, kau rasa kan, ada tak cara lagi senang untuk kita orang kira dia punya variety?
Pasti ada. Kita boleh guna permutation dan combination untuk solve problem ni. Maths makes our life easier. Now, we're going to figure out the number of variations of 4-digit number that can be obtained by using permutation. This is the number of cards that Arif received. And the conditions are it must be bigger than 5,000 and repetitions are not allowed. So first of all, we have to figure out how many cases there are. Since the condition is it must be bigger than 5,000 and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers that is bigger than 5,000, there must be 5 cases. And in each cases, one number will be taken in the front spot. Okay, since 5 is taken in case 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers are left to be filled at the other 3 spots. So the first spot will be filled by 7 numbers, and the next spot 6 numbers, and the next spot 5 numbers, since one number will be taken at each place. And then it must the value that is times must be divided by 3 factorial because we have 3 similar numbers, which is 7. We have 3 7, so must be divided by 3 factorial. Therefore, we will get 35. For case 2, it is the same thing, but this time 6 is chosen. And the other things are repeated since there are still 7 other numbers remaining. And we are dividing it by 3 factorial again because we have 3 7s. And we obtain 35. For case 3, it's a bit unique. Since we are selecting 7, we are going to divide it by 2 factorial because 1 7 will be gone. It is taken for the front part. So now it is only left with 2 7, and we must divide it by 2 factorial only and not 3 factorial. Okay. So now back to case 4. We have to repeat the same thing for case 1 and case 2, as we're going to select 8 this time as our first number. And then the same thing again. And for case 5, it is the same thing since we are selecting 9. And now after calculating each possibilities for each case, we're going to total up to get the total variation of 4-digit number that can be obtained. So 35 plus 35 plus 105, 35 and 35, 245. So Arif can totally get 245 variation of number, given that the condition is it must be bigger than 5,000 and repetition is not allowed. Okay, now let's calculate the total number of variations of 4-digit number that can be obtained by Arif. These are the numbers that Arif obtained. So from here, it is similar how we worked it out for Arif. Let's figure out how many cases we can have. Since there is 1, 2, 3 and 4 numbers that are bigger than 5,000, we will be having 4 cases. Okay, so for the first case, we are taking 5 as the first digit. So we are left with 7 more other digits to fill up the second column, followed by 6 more digits to fill up the third column and 5 more digits to fill up the last column, since repetition is not allowed. So 7 times 6 times 5, divide by 2 factorial because we have 2 similar numbers, which is 8. Therefore we get 105. For case 2, it is the same thing, but this time 7 is chosen as our first digit. So it's the same thing again, 7 times 6 times 5, divided by 2 factorial because we have 8 as the same digit. And again we will get 105. For case 3, we have a unique case. In this case, we won't divide it by 2 factorial because we chose 8 as our first number. Therefore, the 7 number that is being considered as in the second, third and fourth column is all a single digit, which means we don't have repetition of the digit. Therefore, there is no need to divide it by 2 factorial. And therefore, we will obtain 210. For case 4, we are back to the normal case 1 and case 2 case, where 9 is chosen as the first digit. Therefore, 7 times 6 times 5. And you're going to get. And this time you're going to divide it by 2 factorial because you have 8. And you're going to get 105. So finally, the total variations of 4-digit number that can be obtained by Arif is the total of these cases, which is 525. Okay, so now finally we're going to look at the numbers that 9 received, and we are going to calculate again the total variation of 4-digit number that 9 can obtain. Okay, so the conditions are the same again. So again, case 1, 6 will be considered first, since greater than 5,000 and we don't have 5, and so we will straight away go to 6. And then since one number is taken, we are left with 7, and the other 3 columns are filled up with 7 and then followed by 6 and 5. In this case, we are going to divide it by 3 factorial, since we have 2 number digits. Yeah. So therefore we get 35. For case 2, it is a similar thing again. Next, we are going to go to 9, which is greater than 5. Okay. And then 7 times 6 times 5, since other 7 numbers are remaining. And divide it by 3 factorial again, since we have 3, 2. And we're going to get 35. And then for case 3, we're going to choose 8. And again the same thing, 7 times 6 times 5, divided by 3 factorial, since we have 3 2-digit number. And we're going to get 35. There are only 3 cases because greater than 5,000, which means your first digit must be more than 5, and therefore it's 6 and 9 and 8 only. Previously when we calculated for Arif and Harith, we had more because there were more numbers which were bigger than 5. So now, total variation of 4-digit number that can be obtained will be the total of the 3 cases, which is 35 plus 35 plus 35 and it's 105. Okay, so since the number of variation that Arif can obtain is 245, Harith is 525 and Naeem is 105, therefore we can come to a conclusion that Harith will be the winner if he managed to figure out all the 525 number of variation that can be obtained, given that the condition is it is bigger than 5,000 and repetition is not allowed.